Hello, everyone. I am here with Richard Rohlin. We are going to make some announcement around Symbolic World Press. As you know, Richard Rohlin is now my partner at Symbolic World Press. We've been working together. He really is a great compliment for me. His mind is different from mine. We have the same interests, the same loves, but he is also a far more detailed person and capable of kind of managing things in ways that I find difficult. So it's been amazing to have him along, and we have some announcements to make. Those of you who participated in the Snow White backer kit, many of you have got their books a long time ago. Of course, most of you, but some of you had not received their books until very recently. And so we are excited to announce that the books are shipping right now
Right now, currently, as we speak, they're
as we make this.
literally in trucks headed to your house.
Yes. And
So
so some of people have already received them. We've been noticing people on social media post their books. Some of them will receive them, imminently in the next few days. Those in Europe, it might take a little longer, maybe another week before you get it. But, we were able to get through this absolute chaos and get you your book. And so we also are really amazed that the art for God's Dog 2 is finally finished. I cannot wait for you to see God's Dog 2. Matt Sheehan, the
so
artist,
cool.
put so much love and detail and attention to every single panel. Sometimes even like, okay, Matt, like, you don't have to make panels, every single panel into like a little painting. We need to deliver this book. But, he just did it with so much attention and love. So we're excited. Sadly, he had to battle like a bout of pneumonia. His house was flooded twice. He had so many bad things happen to him while he was making God's Dog, but the art is finally done. And so we want to announce that we are going as soon as the book is ready. We're now there are a little bit of color left to do. We have to do some copy editing, right? Make sure that all the corrections are right. There is the lettering that has to be finished, which is already half done. And when the book is all formatted and ready, we will release it as a digital book for the people who backed. And then we are probably going to ship it in September. We want to be conservative because we've overpromised so many times. And now, we know that if we say September, we know we can do it. And so yeah. So Richard, what else is going on? Do you have other things that you
Yeah.
want to jump in?
So the exciting thing for me is that one of the things that I've been very closely involved in addition to just trying to get all the Snow White books out, has been trying to make sure that future releases go smoothly. And so one of the things that we have done is we're changing to a couple of different printers than the ones that we've been using in the past, and kind of changing the whole basically our whole production line. Our printing, our logistics, our shipping, everything else. And so what this is going to mean is that at least for the next couple of projects, I won't say we'll never do a Kickstarter again, but at least for the next couple of projects, it's important to me for us to show you guys that we can just print a book and you will just get it. And so that's going to be the plan for the Jack and the Fallen Giants, which will be coming out this fall. Is we'll just make an announcement and say, hey, you can go here to our website and buy it. You can buy the ebook. One of the things that we're also doing is making sure that everything we're doing also has a good quality ebook, both a PDF and then also a Kindle option for people who like Kindle. So currently, right now, today, you can go to Amazon and you can download a Kindle version of the Snow White and the Widow Queen. You can also download a Kindle version of God's Dog 1. So this is kind of the goal here, is to make sure that we're just able to put back books out. They're across all the platforms that you would want to get it, whether you want to get a hard copy or like a very Gnostic ebook copy or whatever you want, that's available to you. And if we do Kickstarters in the future, my plan is that we'll do them for like really special kind of like one-off things, like special editions, slipcase covers, collections at the end of a series, stuff like that, like stuff that's really special, so that the people who are getting it, know that, hey, there's already a finished product, right? You don't have to wait for this to be done, but we need a little extra money, or we need a little extra time to make it really nice. But yeah, so look forward over the course of the next year. We have some nonfiction releases, two nonfiction releases coming in the fall from Symbolic World Press. And we also have Jack and the Fallen Giants coming this fall, and then God's Dog 2 coming, so we have a bunch of great releases coming out. And but God's Dog 2 will be our last Kickstarter this year. And if we do something next year, we're only going to do it if it's like something really special, because we just want to show you guys, hey, we've learned our difficult lessons from the first couple of rounds here, and we're just going to focus on delivering good books.
Yeah. And as you know, some of you have ordered God's Dog 1 on the Snow White Kickstarter, and we had to reprint that because we had sold out all the copies and we found out too late, with all the chaos. And so those books are being shipped right now to the US. So you will receive, so those of you who order that, you'll receive your Snow White and book and your God's Dog book separately. But don't worry, everything is coming. We hired someone to just deal with the customer service stuff and going through all the emails, making sure that everybody's taken care of. It's very important to us that we don't let anybody
Yeah.
fall between the cracks. And so another great, exciting announcement is that, well, actually, the first one is a little sad. So Matt Sheehan, for personal reasons, decided not to do God's Dog 3. His life is just too taken up with too many things, and it's quite it's quite an investment to do a graphic novel. And so we now have a new artist. His name is Luke Weber. And when we met him and he talked to us, he was a little, how can I say this? He was a little, he was very humble about himself and he didn't really
Right.
play himself up. But we discovered that he has 20 years of storyboarding with amazing animation series, everything from, superhero series to all kinds of animation. What are the names of the series? I
He
don't.
did he did a show called Gravity Falls, which a lot of people may have heard of. It was pretty popular at some point, and did several other things for Cartoon Network actually. So he's just like got a ton of experience. He's a real professional. His art, guys, is so great. Like the test pages that he did for us for God's Dog 3 are just amazing. And I will just tell you guys, by the way, it's super weird and uncomfortable sitting with all of the comic book artists as they're all like, because we're on these Zoom calls and there's like Jonathan and all these, comic book artists and everything, and they're looking at, different panels and stuff and just like, blah blah blah, artistic opinion and things like this. And it's like, oh man, there's levels to this. Like, you think you know things about art and then you hang out with artists, but no, he's amazing. I mean, I'm a comic book appreciator, and I just love his art, and it's so great. I told him when we were talking the other day, I was like, all right, man, so how do you feel about superheroes? And he's like, let me just focus on this one project and do a really good job. It's like, okay, that's fair. But
Because one
I'm
of the
hoping
things that people don't know is that Richard Rohlin has a secret plan with Jonathan Peugeot to make universal history
I
superheroes.
do. I do. I 100% have that plan. I wake up every morning thinking about it.
Thinking
So
about that plan. All
yeah.
right. So just so you know, we've changed the way we're going to do God's Dog 3, also because we really want people to be able to follow the story and not have to wait very long time before getting the continuation. And so instead of putting it out as just a graphic novel when it's all over, we're going to separate it. We've already separated it into 4 issues. So the next book will come out as comics on Comixology. And so you'll be able to download the comics and see the story progress. And at the end, when we're done, so quarterly we'll release a book,
Yeah.
and at the end we'll bring it together and then sell it as a printed version, as a hardback, or maybe even a paperback. We haven't decided, and that's the plan for the next God's Dog books, because as you know, there are 5 volumes.
Yeah, so it'll be a quarterly release, and we'll do probably just do those digitally unless we can find an economic way to do it also as like a paperback, and then at the end we'll do a collected hardback just like with God's Dog 1 and 2.
Yeah. So there's a lot of exciting stuff, although sometimes I understand the people that haven't received their book yet are wondering, what are they doing? Are they just kind of sitting around looking at the
I
ceiling? But
promise you, we are
we're
not.
not doing that. We're doing everything we can to make this,
Yeah.
the best company, because we do believe that what we're doing is the future of storytelling. And we are hoping to also attract other artists, other writers, other people around us to really make a difference in culture. So.
That's all I've got.
All right. So thanks everybody for your
I
attention.
I gotta get back to privately mailing everybody Snow White stuff to them personally. So I'll see you guys later. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I did do that for like 600 people, but yeah. So yeah, but seriously, guys, we've got so many great things in store, some really fun stuff that I can't even talk about yet, but just some great stuff in store. And but the first thing I want to prove to myself and to all of you is that we can just deliver you books. So